Ubar, often referred to as the Atlantis of the sands, remains one of antiquity's greatest archaeological enigmas, shrouded in myths and speculation regarding its existence and dramatic disappearance. Mentioned in historical and religious texts, this legendary city was reputed to be a major trading hub along the Incense route, a vast commercial network that connected southern Arabia to Mesopotamia, Asia Minor, and the Mediterranean. Incense, particularly frankincense and myrrh, was among the most valuable commodities of the ancient world, widely used in religious rituals, medicinal treatments, embalming practices, and luxury perfumery. The high demand for these aromatic resins fostered an advanced trade system that enriched cities strategically located along the route, with Ubar believed to be one of the most prosperous. Historical accounts suggest that Ubar was not merely a center for incense trade, but also facilitated the exchange of precious metals, fine textiles, spices, and intellectual advancements. Its strategic location made it a melting pot where merchants, scholars, and travelers converged, fostering cross-cultural interactions that contributed to technological and philosophical progress. For centuries, historians, archaeologists, and explorers sought tangible proof of Ubar's existence, encouraged by references in ancient manuscripts and enduring folklore. The city has often been linked to Iram, mentioned in the Quran as a magnificent settlement built by the people of Ad, known for its towering pillars and unparalleled wealth. According to Islamic tradition, the inhabitants of Iram defied divine commandments, becoming arrogant and unjust, which led to their destruction as an act of divine retribution. Various theories have emerged to explain Ubar's mysterious disappearance. One widely accepted hypothesis proposes that the city was built above a network of limestone caverns, which eventually collapsed under the weight of its grand structures, swallowing it into the earth in a catastrophic event. This geological phenomenon may have erased almost all physical traces of the settlement, deepening the mystery surrounding its location. Other interpretations suggest that Ubar was abandoned due to progressive desertification, making it uninhabitable, or that it fell victim to conflicts between competing civilizations vying for control over its lucrative trade routes. It was not until the late 20th century that technological advancements enabled renewed searches for the lost city. Using satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar, archaeologists identified an ancient settlement in the Rub al-Khali Desert, within the modern territory of Oman. Excavations uncovered the remains of a fortified trading post, dating to the period in which Ubar is believed to have flourished. Evidence of a structural collapse, caused by subsidence of the ground beneath, supports the theory that the city was indeed lost to a natural disaster. Despite these findings, the true fate of Ubar remains unresolved. The scarcity of definitive records and the enduring aura of mystery surrounding its existence continue to fuel speculation, captivating scholars, adventurers, and history enthusiasts alike. Whether it was a thriving metropolis swallowed by the sands, a modest trading outpost exaggerated by ancient storytellers, or a city doomed by divine punishment, Ubar remains one of the most intriguing enigmas in archaeology and Middle Eastern tradition. The earliest records of Ubar appear in Mesopotamian documents, dating back to approximately 3,500 years before Christ. These ancient inscriptions suggest that Ubar played a pivotal role in the intricate trade networks that connected Arabia with the flourishing civilizations of the Fertile Crescent and beyond. It was regarded as a crucial center for the commerce of incense and myrrh, commodities of immense value, due to their widespread use in religious ceremonies, embalming practices, and early medicinal treatments, the production and transportation of these resins were highly specialized processes, requiring expert knowledge of harvesting techniques and complex logistical operations. The boswellia and comifera trees, from which frankincense and myrrh were extracted, grew in limited regions of southern Arabia and the Horn of Africa. Skilled workers made precise incisions in the bark of these trees to collect the resin, which then underwent curing before being transported along the perilous desert routes. These arduous journeys were undertaken by vast caravans, often consisting of hundreds of camels and experienced guides who navigated the unforgiving terrain, ensuring the safe passage of these prized goods to distant markets. The significance of Ubar in this trade network was underscored by its connections to some of the most powerful civilizations of the ancient world. The Sumerians, Egyptians, Greeks, and later the Romans relied on Arabian incense for religious offerings, temple rituals, and even state ceremonies. Egyptian texts from the New Kingdom period reference the importance of incense in maintaining the favor of the gods, while Greek and Roman sources highlight its indispensable role in perfumery and funerary rites. The city's economic prosperity likely attracted a diverse population of skilled artisans, traders, and intellectuals, fostering a vibrant cultural exchange that enriched both its inhabitants and the wider region. However, despite its prominence, Ubar eventually faded from historical records, giving rise to numerous theories regarding its decline. Some scholars argue that changes in trade routes led to its gradual abandonment, particularly as maritime trade gained prominence and diminished the necessity for overland caravans. Climate shifts, particularly increasing desertification, may have further contributed to the city's decline, making the surrounding environment less hospitable and sustainable for large-scale trade operations. Resource depletion is another plausible explanation. Overexploitation of water sources and vegetation essential for sustaining both the population and caravan traffic may have rendered the settlement unsustainable. More dramatic theories propose that Ubar was brought to ruin by sudden and catastrophic events. Some accounts suggest that military conflicts, possibly involving rival trading powers or nomadic incursions, could have led to its destruction. Others hypothesize environmental disasters, such as the collapse of subterranean caverns upon which the city may have been built, effectively swallowing its structures and leaving little trace of its existence. This particular theory is supported by satellite imagery and archaeological surveys that suggest evidence of ground subsidence in the region believed to have once housed Ubar. Regardless of the exact cause of its disappearance, Ubar remains an enduring enigma, its legacy preserved in ancient texts and oral traditions. The mystery surrounding its fate continues to captivate historians and archaeologists, fueling both scholarly inquiry and popular fascination with the lost civilizations of the Arabian Peninsula. The search for Ubar intensified in the 20th century, propelled by technological advancements such as satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar. Before these innovations, explorers depended on ancient texts, oral traditions, and sporadic archaeological surveys which provided only fragmented and often ambiguous clues. The vast and unforgiving terrain of the Rub al-Khali Desert, known as the Empty Quarter, compounded the difficulty of locating the lost city, as shifting dunes and extreme environmental conditions obscured centuries of history beneath layers of sand. A major breakthrough occurred in 1992 when a team led by the explorer and filmmaker Nicholas Clapp, in collaboration with NASA and other institutions, identified a promising site in modern-day Oman. Analyzing satellite data, they detected ancient caravan routes converging at a specific point, which suggested the presence of a long-lost settlement. Upon closer inspection, ground surveys and excavations revealed the remains of architectural structures consistent with a major trading hub. Among the most striking discoveries were remnants of towers and massive walls, suggesting that Ubar may have been fortified possibly to protect its wealth from raiders, rival merchants, or nomadic incursions. Further archaeological findings reinforced the notion that Ubar had been a thriving commercial center. The excavations uncovered pottery, artifacts, and evidence of incense trade, all indicative of an affluent and well-connected city. The discovery of well-constructed roads leading into the settlement also supported the theory that Ubar had functioned as a crucial node in the incense route, where goods, cultures, and ideas intermingled. The most widely accepted hypothesis regarding Ubar's demise centers on environmental and geological factors. Geological surveys suggest that the city was built above a network of subterranean limestone caverns, which likely provided a crucial water source essential for sustaining both its inhabitants and the vast trade caravans passing through. However, over time, the depletion of these water reserves and the inherent instability of the terrain may have caused a catastrophic subsidence event. As the caverns collapsed, large portions of the settlement would have been swallowed by the shifting sands, leaving behind only scattered ruins. This natural disaster could explain why Ubar disappeared so abruptly from historical records, reinforcing its legendary status as a city lost beneath the desert. Despite these discoveries, some scholars continue to debate whether the site uncovered truly represents Ubar or if it was merely one of many important trading posts that flourished in the region. The ambiguity surrounding its identity only deepens the intrigue, ensuring that the mystery of Ubar endures, captivating historians, archaeologists, and adventurers alike. Ubar's significance extends far beyond its geographical position. As a crucial node in the incense trade, it played a pivotal role in the economic and cultural dynamics of ancient Arabia, linking the Arabian Peninsula with the powerful civilizations of the Mediterranean, Mesopotamia, and the Indian subcontinent. Its strategic importance as a commercial hub likely granted it considerable political influence, enabling its rulers or merchant elites to mediate trade agreements, control regional markets, and shape interactions between competing powers. The wealth generated by the trade of frankincense and myrrh would have also supported a sophisticated urban infrastructure, attracting skilled artisans, traders, and possibly administrative figures who helped maintain the city's prosperity. Beyond its economic impact, Ubar's legacy highlights the inherent vulnerabilities of civilizations dependent on fragile ecological balances. The city's abrupt disappearance serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of environmental mismanagement, overexploitation of natural resources, and the unpredictable forces of nature. If the prevailing theory of its collapse is correct, that it was built atop subterranean caverns that eventually caved, and it exemplifies the dangers of unsustainable urban expansion in resource-scarce environments. The progressive desertification of the region and shifts in trade routes further illustrate how economic centers can rise and fall in response to changing climatic and geopolitical conditions. Archaeological investigations continue, driven by the hope of uncovering more details about Ubar's daily life and the precise reasons for its downfall. Artifacts recovered from the site, including pottery, tools, and imported trade goods, suggest a thriving community engaged in diverse forms of craftsmanship, commerce, and possibly early governance structures. These findings provide invaluable insights into the technological advancements, social hierarchies, and cultural exchanges that define this enigmatic city. While many questions remain unanswered, Ubar's story endures as a testament to human ambition, resilience, and the enduring allure of lost civilizations. Whether it was truly the legendary city described in ancient texts or one of many forgotten settlements along the incense route, Its rediscovery has deepened our understanding of Arabia's rich and complex history, bridging the gap between myth and reality. Interest in Ubar extends beyond archaeology into the realm of mythology and religious tradition. In the Quran, the city is often linked to the people of Ad, described as a prosperous and technologically advanced civilization that ultimately met a catastrophic end due to their defiance of divine teachings. Islamic traditions portray the people of Ad as possessing great strength, intelligence, and architectural mastery, yet their arrogance and rejection of prophetic warnings led to their destruction, an event seen as both a historical tragedy and a moral lesson. The Quranic narrative describes their downfall as the result of a devastating storm, sent as divine retribution, which erased their city from existence. This association reinforces the aura of mystery surrounding Ubar, blurring the lines between legend and history. The idea of an advanced civilization vanishing without a trace resonates with broader human fascination with lost cities. Parallels can be drawn with Atlantis in Greek tradition, or the mythical El Dorado of the Americas. The allure of Ubar lies not only in its historical and economic importance, but also in the symbolic weight it carries as a cautionary tale of hubris, decline, and the impermanence of human achievements. The study of Ubar serves multiple purposes, deepening our understanding of the ancient Arabian Peninsula, while also reminding us of the vulnerabilities inherent in human societies. Its disappearance highlights the precarious balance between environmental sustainability, economic prosperity, and political stability. Just as shifting trade routes and resource depletion may have contributed to Ubar's decline, similar forces have shaped and continue to shape civilizations across the world. As excavations persist and technological advancements refine archaeological methods, the hope remains that new discoveries will shed further light on this fabled city. Remote sensing, geophysical surveys, and further exploration of the surrounding region may yet uncover additional evidence of Ubar's influence and the true nature of its demise. Whether as a historical site, a mythological symbol, or a cautionary tale, Ubar continues to captivate scholars, adventurers, and storytellers alike, ensuring that its legacy endures in the annals of human history.